Hey everyone, welcome to the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up, the show where the team from UrbanVinylDaily.com goes over everything there's to know in the designer toy, art, street art, and Sophobia world. I'm your host, Travis Likens.
And I'm Ben Pierce.
And we're here today for episode 21.
Legally Shwasted.
Apparently that is the name of the episode, so...
It's all I came up with.
It's all he just came up with.
What'd you come up with?
I was going to go with 21 beer salute.
Works for me. 21 beer salute.
21 beer salute. So... First off, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, Strange Cat Toys,
Gallery F,
Martian Toys,
and Rotofugi.
So thanks, guys. If you want to join our list of fine sponsors, you can do that by heading over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com and giving us a message, and we'll send you all the rates and whatnot. But other than that, we got some big news. Ballast Point is fueling our episode. So we've got the... What is this one? The Dead Ringer, which features a pretty cool skeleton guy in Lederhosen. So it's
coming all the way from San Diego, California.
Which when I went to San Diego recently, I actually went to the brewery. So they have a pretty cool setup out there. If you happen to be in the San Diego area, kind of like, it was pretty close to like Poway. So go check that out. But have you ever had a beer?
No.
Have you ever had a beer sweat on your table?
Never.
And you didn't have a coaster?
I'm always prepared with a coaster.
Now you can get a koozie.
Oh!
So we now have Urban Vinyl Daily koozies to house our Urban Vinyl Daily beers.
First a coffee cup, now a koozie.
So these work with cans. They work with bottles. It's pretty cool. But if you're looking to get one of these for yourself, what can they do, Ben?
They can find us at DesignerCon.
And we will be giving them to you for free.
Or if you don't come to DesignerCon, I think we can work something out for shipping.
Yeah, so we'll give you an avenue. We haven't figured out what that is yet, but we'll give you an avenue to get one. Once we get back from DesignerCon and we have the leftovers, we will give you information on how to get one for yourself.
This is the only colorway, so don't ask about different colors.
Yeah, there's only blue ones at the moment. So if you want an Urban Vinyl Daily koozie to show your Urban Vinyl Daily love out in the streets as you're drinking your soda pops or beer, look for us at DesignerCon. But rolling into toy news for the week.
We start our week off with the Wood Candy Workshop Griswold photo reveal. So the previous episode, we talked about how they sent us a fuzzy photo. Now they did one better and sent us a very clear photo of the two colorways that are coming out on November 10th, the rusty and the chocolate colorways. So they're kind of dragging this out a little bit. So hopefully next week's episode we'll know edition size, height, price, and the exact time that they're being released. So at the moment they're stringing it out, but at least we have something for you.
So didn't you predict that that was a DesignerCon release last week?
I called it, and it appears I'm off.
Sometimes you're just not right.
Well, I'm off by 9 days.
So you were pretty close. But next up, we have news that the Red Death Wolf Bat thing monster is coming soon from... Mother, forgot the last word. There's a lot of words in that one. Coming soon from Joseph Harmon and Toy Art Gallery. We'll be releasing Friday, November 4th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 5-inch tall soft vinyl figure comes in a nice bright red colorway. They will be $35 each and probably will go quickly, as many of these other releases have. So if you're a fan of the figure or a fan of red toys, this is up your alley.
Next up, across the pond, the Pacific Way, is Nathan Hamels releasing his Lava Bear Bronze Edition this coming Saturday, November 5th, at the Shanghai Comic-Con. It's an 8-inch figure, limited to 75 pieces for $80 each. This is in conjunction with 3D Retro. It'll be at booth TB6, and Nathan will also be part of a panel for toy collection and creation at 12:15 p.m. Shanghai time.
So next up, we have news coming from DesignerCon. Brat. Really? Okay.
Yes.
Horrible Adorables is coming to DesignerCon. They have a booth number 1716, and so far they have showed off a new adorable little mini bust, like one of those like dead animal things. What are those called? A mount. There we go. Mini mount.
A trophy.
Yeah. So and it's a beautiful little fuzzy felt little deer looking thing. It's pretty cute. So if you happen to be in the area of DesignerCon, make sure to check them out. I'm sure they're going to have a ton more stuff. So we'll keep you updated as we see more.
All right. Two pieces of back-to-back news. DKE at ComplexCon, which is also this weekend, will be at booth J11. A couple of the pieces they showed off in the email they sent us is Corporate Vader by Crisp, Star Wars Chewbacca by Mark Todd, so bootleg, Star Weird Boba Set, which is a cassette with Boba Fett in it, by Topps Toy, Anonymous, the Anonymous figure with the V for Vendetta mask, by The Panic Collective, and Lando Obama, which is Lando Calrissian. In
you had to like pause and look at me.
I had to think of his last name. Lando Calrissian bootleg figure by Free Humanity.
So that's pretty cool to see Free Humanity do another bootleg, following up his Yoda that he did for SCCC and NYCC. So it's pretty cool to see him kind of keeping on. So we'll see how that one goes too.
And last piece for the toy roundup is Broke Piggy showed off a couple flyers for things that we can expect to see at the booth. First off was something we'd already presented several times, is the Bricked Model show with several artists involved. Next, they showed off the flyer for the Toy Within, which is something new for us to report. It is an 8-inch collaboration series of Dunny figures between the Bots, Scott Tollison, Uwamo, and Jeremiah Kettner. And the last piece was kind of super vague, but they have a Broke Piggy colorway of a Sofubi figure.
Ooh.
And this will all be at booth 527.
So following up a pretty cool release last year. Luckily, they're able to continue on with some more cool releases, working with some good names, and hopefully we'll see more from them as we get closer to DesignerCon. So, rolling into art news, which happens to have a lot of pin news.
No surprise.
So this week we have news from ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have teamed up with the artist JFury to release a new pin. It's a 1.25-inch soft enamel pin called the Lost Soldier, based on his original character, and will be releasing at DesignerCon 2016 at booth number 815, and they'll be $10 each.
And if my hand is too big for this pin, we're going to show a closer-up image.
Yeah, so we don't have the packaging all done yet, but look for it to come in a nice little package with a clear baggie and whatnot. So once we get that done, we'll make sure to share some photos and keep you guys up to date.
All right. For the show that opens this weekend, I believe, from Dave Priot and Tom Whalen at Spoke Art Gallery. Spoke Art Gallery showed off the Fantastic Science print that'll be part of the Super Science Fair show, which involves a guy with a flask, not the alcoholic flask, the science flask, with a bunch of sciencey words on it. So look forward to it.
Next up, we have news from ValleyDweller. He has released the Pumpkin Spice edition of his...
for all the basic white bitches.
Ooh, he pulled it out. The Pumpkin Spice edition of his Zern enamel pin, which is a 1-inch enamel pin in an orangish colorway there. It'll be $10 each, and they're currently available on valleydweller.bigcartel.com. Look for more releases of Zern in the future.
So something we covered a while ago but had very little insight into that involved MTV and some of your favorite graffiti artists and other artists. We saw a little bit more into OG Slick's piece, where he showed a full view of his MTV custom piece in the form of
MTV logo.
The MTV logo with the with hands and arms and feet with a Molotov cocktail.
So kind of continuing on one of his signature additions to a figure. It'd be pretty cool to see all the pieces for this show.
And maybe an event flyer from Mighty Jacks.
Yeah, I believe it's, from what I'm kind of gathering, it's some sort of anniversary show for MTV. So we'll see what we learn as we kind of go along. I'm just picking up from like hashtags and stuff I've seen. So hopefully we get some more info soon. Now
or when it actually pops up.
Yeah, now the pieces are being fully revealed. Next up, we have news from Stranger Factory. They have 4 new pins coming our way, currently available on their website, strangerfactory.com. The two new pins from Kathy Olivas and 2 new pins from Brant Peters. Brant's pin Pins are the black and purple editions of the Night King, which recently came out as a toy. And then Kathy's pieces are the Astro Witch and the Lollipop Nurse. All these pins are currently available over on their website. If you're interested in those, make sure to head over and grab them before they are gone.
Last piece of art news from me, I think from both of us, is that Gallery 1988 East showed off their flyer for the second annual postcard show, which opens Friday, November 4th. So the premise is that the artists involved create a postcard size piece and effectively create affordable art for those that show up.
Yeah, very cool. Next up, we're rolling into event news. Ben, what do you got?
I have news on Day's Eye, which is a show at Woot Bear Gallery in San Francisco by Mariangela Tan and opens up November 5th, which is this Saturday, and runs through December 5th. So it features works like paintings and sculptures and stuff like that from her.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. So hopefully we'll see some more after the event. Maybe we'll get some event photos or something. Next up, we have a show coming our way from Germany.
Yeah.
Yes. Time Warped, which is a group clock exhibition. So essentially, artists are creating works that are based on clocks.
Sounds a little cuckoo.
Yeah, it does sound a little cuckoo. But it also sounds like functioning art, which that's cool. So far, we've seen a couple of pieces, one of them being from Lisa Ray Henson. It's a really cool looking clock thingy that has all kinds of wood, and it's so far it's kind of blurred as to what it really is. She hasn't revealed the whole thing, but it looks really cool. The show itself opens on November 4th at the Oslo Cafe Art Space, which the shows are generally curated by Lunartic. I didn't see if this one specifically
I think he's
was.
Actually involved. He showed something on his Instagram.
Yeah, so I think he curated the show. But the show itself features artists like Chris RWK, Triclops Robots, Lisa Ray Hansen, and many more. And it opens at 8 o'clock and goes till 10 p.m. So if you happen to be in Berlin, make sure to stop by, grab a cup of coffee, and check out the art.
And if you're running late, maybe you should pick up a piece and you'll finally be on time.
Ooh, burn.
Oh. So second piece for me is the Mike Giant show that is coming Veterans Day, which is November 11th for us at Interstate Gallery. And I think this is the first time that we've learned of the name of his show is Impermanent Vacation. We're also learning that there's a second piece attached to it from Jess Cassell in Bandos and Stolos. So it's a double exhibit that's going to be at Interstate.
Very cool. Very cool. Next up, we have kind of DesignerCon news. So going on November 19th at Flower Pepper Gallery, which if you don't know is like 5 blocks away from the convention center where DesignerCon is, they will be opening a show called Mini Tale. It's a show that features new miniaturized works, including pieces from Sugar Fueled. It opens November 19th, like we said, and there will be an opening reception taking place from 6:30 to 9:30. And it's a great thing to do after the convention. Go grab some food and then run over to Flower Pepper.
When does DesignerCon end on that Saturday?
Probably 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Similar like when we did our show there. It was 6:30.
That you either missed or you attended.
Yeah. Or you missed it altogether. I don't know. Maybe you were nowhere near.
Nowhere close.
So is that all we got though?
That's all I got.
Wow. So update on Luna.
The boat sank.
The boat sank. Yeah, the boat was returned. They sent it back. No,
so
actually,
Luna's just floating along in the ocean.
Actually, the boat did arrive, and the boxes were unloaded and delivered to the distributor. So they're going to be getting shipped up or boxed up and shipped up to us, hopefully next week, like to us in hand next week. So that means that we can begin the tedious process of shipping everything out to you guys.
So does that mean our next episode is going to be on top of pallets of these Luna figures?
No, because they will be going to our storage facility, not us, not to the office.
Oh.
So they will be we'll be storing them and then shipping from there. So luckily, we do not have to do that within the tiny office that we are in right now.
You would never know. This could be a huge facility.
It could be an entire warehouse, but it's not. It's my tiny office that has turned into our studio.
And toy room.
Well, it was a toy room office, and now it's a toy room studio office altogether. But anyway, that's besides the point. But as always, you can keep up with us by following us on Instagram or Twitter at Urban Vinyl Daily, checking out our website where we talk about all of this plus a whole lot more, urbanvinyldaily.com, checking us out on YouTube, youtube.com/urbanvinyldaily, where you can subscribe to our videos and you can share our videos.
Please do.
To help us get more views, which will help get more people talking about designer toys. You can also check out things like our special topic episodes, like our recent one covering the re-release of Cause's companion figure. And what does that mean for you, the collector?
It means you missed out yet again.
Or what does it mean if you already had the old figures and now this new figure is there? Learn our thoughts on that and tell us your thoughts if you do happen to watch a video. You can also listen to us on iTunes by going over to iTunes and typing in the words Token Nerd Network. You'll find all of our audio versions of our podcast via that. But that's about it. DesignerCon, T-minus less than 2.5 weeks, right?
Yep.
So we are almost to DesignerCon, where we will be there. All your favorite artists will be there, more than likely. If not, then tell them they need to go there. And
as the kindly PSA for anyone who wants to send us news for DesignerCon, please do so in a timely manner.
Yep, we usually get a barrage of information on Thursday before DesignerCon, and it is really, really hard to share that information on Thursday, Friday before the show. So if you could, send it over, and we'll try to get everything we can posted between then and now.
Also, if you're an artist or just a regular person off the street, let us know if you want to talk to us on camera while we're at DCon.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to have some wonderful coverage for people that can't be there and challenging collectors with questions.
And rewarding koozies.
And rewarding them with koozies. So hopefully you like putting your drink in a nice little thing to keep it cool or hot.
It's free. Can't beat free.
Yeah, so if you want to hang out with us or check us out, let us know, urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com. If you want to send us like a fan mail, you can do that there too. Or if you have information about something you're releasing or a show that you're in, you can send that to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com as well. And we'll make sure to get it on the show or on the website. But kind of wraps up the show. Hopefully we'll see you at DesignerCon. I'm Travis.
And I'm Ben.
Have a great designer toy day. This is Travis Likens from Token Nerd Podcast, and I'm here today to tell you something about sponsorship. That's right. Token Nerd now has a sponsor. The fine folks at TenaciousToys.com, your source for designer toys, pop vinyl, original art, and more, are now our sponsor. And guess what? As a part of that, you can get 10% off your next order at TenaciousToys.com by entering the code TOKEN10 at checkout. That's right, 10% off. And not only are they giving you this code, they're also going to be sponsoring many of our Token Nerd giveaways in the next coming months. So make sure to follow us at Token_Nerd on Instagram to catch our latest giveaways.